Peel Regional Police is celebrating 50th anniversary. Journey from 1974 to 2024 and still going. So Peel Regional Police is the second largest municipal force here in Ontario and third largest in Canada wide. So Peel Regional Police officers, they are providing us public safety, they are providing us all the security day and night. Hats off, salute to them. So we'll see the highlights of today's event, which is the 50th anniversary of Peel Regional Police.
Hi, we're here today celebrating the 50-year anniversary and kickoff for Peel Police. Peel Police was established 50 years ago. It's alongside the Regional Peel's 50-year celebration. Today we got to hear from those who have been part of it from day one. Our current Chief Nish Duriyappa, was able to share the vision of as we move forward and where we've come from. As our board, myself and the rest of our board at Peel Police, we're very proud of our organization, our frontline officers, those in uniform, those not, and those working behind the scenes. Each one of them works very hard to ensure that community and safety well-being of our Peel region is always top of mind. So please, this year will be full of celebration. If you see an officer, please go up and be part of that celebration. And as they do more events this year, please do ensure you're part of them. Thank you.
Celebrating 50 years of the Peel Police. They continue to go above and beyond, facing difficult conditions. This is one of the busiest regions of the country with the airport, the intermodal hub, the busiest courthouse in Canada. But we got tremendous Peel Police officers that whatever new threat arises, they meet that threat head on. And today we say thank you.
Today we're here celebrating 50 years of the Peel Region Police. This is a great celebration of the work that our Peel Police do to help keep our communities safe. Our government has been supporting the Region of Peel and their police significantly recently with the dedicated funding of $900,000 over 3 years for auto theft. We've had so many issues with auto theft in Region of Peel recently, so we're helping combat that, and it has been working. We've been able to identify and arrest many people involved in that, but there's still more work to be done. We've given significant funding also for guns and gangs. There's a massive amount, sadly, of organized crimes here in Peel and across the province and the country, so we have to tackle this head on. So by supporting our police and our frontline officers, this also helps us combat all of that. But it is great to be. I want to thank everybody at Prime Asia, all of you for tuning in today for the great work you're doing, and I look forward to meeting with everybody very soon. Happy 50th, Peel Police.
I'm here at the 50th anniversary celebration. It's an event to commemorate 50 years of Peel Regional Police and all of the dedicated service members with PRP. So many of them are here. Those who are in the background, those who are in the foreground, we celebrate them, all of their achievements and their dedication to ensuring that all residents of Peel, Mississauga and Brampton included are well serviced. On behalf of Mississauga City Council, John Kovac, current acting mayor, I was here to provide remarks. Was joined by Mayor Brown of Brampton and other members. We had the regional chair, Nando Yanika. We had Chief Nishan Duriappa, who spoke as well. And it's great to just see, have an opportunity where people can mingle, talk a little bit, get to know each other. Obviously, media is here. And if there's one thing that I could say that I would want to have the people of Prime Asia have it resonate with them, it's that we're so very thankful for everything that Peel Regional Police as a partner does. We look forward to many more years of excellence. Congratulations and well done to everybody on this celebration.
Thank you very much. Well, what an honor to be here. And I must tell you, what a distinct privilege to follow our new chief of the Mississaugas, Claire Soul. Claire, I can't help but think that you're saying to yourself, 50 years, wow, not bad. We've been at it about 10, 20,000 years, but that's okay. We're catching up to you. And it is a privilege to have you here on our Indigenous lands and the tremendous relationship that we have with our forefathers and mothers who have given us the land that we serve on. So what a privilege to have you here. You know, to think 50 years back, for some of us, it even goes back a little bit further. I remember back in the days of Toronto Township. You all know I've been at this a while. So back in the day, the original headquarters was on King Street, and I was born 2 houses down from it. And the first time I attended police headquarters, this is going to freak you out, is when they used their parking lot for local students to have a bicycle rally. And you mentioned Sergeant Yakachuk. I met Sergeant Yakachuk. That's how far back some of us goes. I've got a dear friend that's here, Angie Butterick. Angie Butterick, who lived down the road and is a cousin to me. Angie, I think you've served for 6 police chiefs. So boy, we've seen a lot in 50 years. And the one thought that I could go along for a long, long time because I'm so proud of the service. I should acknowledge our team members at the service. Adrian Woolley's here and Trevor Arnold are here as well because they're part of the dedicated staff and the team that they represent. And we're very, very proud of the relations that we have with the service as well. But the point I want to make is, you know, we've come through some very tumultuous times at the region of Peel. And those of you who know me well know that I said from the very beginning, we will prevail. And I can say it now, and it'll be in the book that I say I'll write that I will never write, but it'll be in the book that I will never write that says, my beachhead in proving the worth of the region of Peel was led by Peel Regional Police. So when I was behind closed doors with many friends from a little up the road in the province, saying, you look at how exemplary we provide policing. Do you think you can break that thing up in 3? And provide policing to 3 hamlets? Where are you going to find another 2 niches? It just makes no sense. And then everything cascaded down from there because our paramedics do that same great work and water and sewer, etc. And so at the end of the day, I think that's what won the battle, that when they put us under a microscope, starting with Peel Regional Police, they said, boy, you're really, really good at what you do. And that's from the chief on down and the marvelous team that he's put together. The last thought I will give you in that regard, you know, police has come through a lot of changes and tumultuous times, and I'd like to think our chief and our service and our board is at the vanguard of that. But you know, there were some real challenging times a few years ago, and all the talk was about defund the police, and we came to our council and said, these are the resources that we need to bring effective policing in, and they supported us. And we did it in conjunction with a community safety and well-being plan, because that's the future of policing. The chief, how do we off-ramp people earlier and help them when we don't need police interdiction? And we're leading North America on that as well. And that's why I'm so proud, because as great as the last 50 years have been, we're on the vanguard of another great 50 years and more. And I'm privileged to have the team that we have, and in particular our chief at the vanguard.
First of all, what a tremendous turnout for all of you to join us on such busy schedules, no matter what you're doing. to kick off Peel Regional Police's 50th anniversary. It is absolutely with pride and gratitude that I have the privilege on behalf of our 3,500 members to be able to stand here and reflect on this remarkable journey that we have. So, for the fact, 50 years ago, January 1st, 1974, the amalgamation of Brampton, Chinguacousy, Mississauga, Port Credit, and Streetsville police services brought together and marked the birth of this amazing entity. And I just want to take 2 seconds here to say we have, obviously the slide deck will showcase some of the members who have retired, part of Peel Police, women and men, civilian and sworn. But we actually have here retired Chief of Chinguacousy Police, Ken Sider, who's right here joining us. Chief, it's just a privilege for you to be here with us to mark this journey and the amalgamation. So looking back at 5 decades, we see a story of dedication, growth, and a relentless commitment to service by the women and men of Peel Regional Police. For our officers and civilians, every member plays a crucial role in how we have delivered a service to the community. Our roots, as we've discussed, trace back to communities that were much smaller, and can I tell you, the challenges were much different. But I can tell you, and Chief, you could probably attest to it, they were no doubt challenges at a time for a community. However, one thing has remained the same, and that is our commitment to safety of our community and the well-being of our residents. We might have called it different things back then, but it absolutely has been the golden thread. We have evolved through many challenges, and very thankful in the 4 years, Chair, you have highlighted that we've seen probably some of the most challenging environments that policing has ever seen in the 5 decades, just within the last 2 or 3 years. But we're still standing, and we're moving strong. So in doing so, we have a continued desire to make sure that Peel Police remains ahead, unlike any other police agency you'll ever see. When I reflect on, why do we celebrate a 50th milestone, particularly in policing, some of you have heard me say the past is not intended to be a place of residence, it's intended to be a place of reference. But the reference requires celebration. There are many things that come along with reflecting on why 50 years are valuable. It's not just understanding our history and roots, the traditions of our community we serve, celebrating past accomplishments. It also reaffirms our identity and our sense of belonging, for which, if we didn't have, where would we be? It's also intended to be a point of inspiration and motivation for all of us as we move forward. My goal, our goal, is to build on the best-in-class traditions that Peel Regional Police and this community have, but also use it as a platform to engage and do better. I can tell you here at Peel Police, and I challenge you, this is not a real official challenge. Don't send me an email. But I challenge you, has the look and feel of Peel Police continued to evolve and change for the better? I can say, that is our goal and that is our effort, to become people-focused, focused internally on our people to make sure they're the best equipped so that they can serve the community better, but also to focus on our community, to focus on all of you in terms of our relationships. It's a critical part. And, part of the challenge is if I'm not doing my best to ensure that you feel like you're number one in the room all the time, then I'm not doing my best. And that's our goal as a police service, to do that. But as we celebrate our golden anniversary, I just want to take a moment to remember and honor the women and men who have served us under the banner of Peel Regional Police. Some have passed. Out back you see a beautiful monument, it's still sort of under construction. They don't have the names inscribed of those who have passed, but it does have a quote of a remarkable speech called In the Arena. If you get a chance to take a walk outside when it warms up, in July. They ask you to come read it. But it reflects on things like the dedication and sacrifice of those that enter policing, civilian or sworn, that endure an environment which not everybody, unless you're alongside of us, get to see, feel, and hear.
On January 1st, 1974, and a police service that was ready to serve. At the core of our organization is our rich history of service excellence, member dedication, and experiences for which we take immense pride.
The regional force is by far the best I've seen in Canada. We need to know where we came from and how we got here. Things just didn't happen overnight.
From the iconic blue uniforms to the integration of cutting-edge technology, each change has been a step forward in better serving and protecting our community.
There's nothing better than some excitement in a police organization. All of us believe a piece of us in the
highest reward for a person's work or toil is not what they get for it, but rather what they become by it. We have changed in policing.
Here's to the rich history of Peel Regional Police. Thank you for being part of our journey. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for creating a safer community together. Happy anniversary.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Peel Regional Police 50th Anniversary Celebration. It's an absolute honor to join you in recognizing the incredible contributions of the Peel Regional Police, the second largest municipal police force in all of Ontario. And we're so grateful for the work you do every day to keep our people and communities safe. Without question, you are truly Ontario's finest. Congratulations on this tremendous milestone, and thank you for your service. And may God bless the brave women and men in uniform.
Well, I wanted to come to this celebration of 50 years today really with a message of thanks, of gratitude, of appreciation. It's not lost on us, this is not an easy region. You know, we've got the busiest airport, the busiest intermodal hub. The world is in Peel Region. We don't have just local crime, we deal with international crime, and we have the best of the best here. I always say we've got the best police force in the country. We've got an extraordinary legacy of dedication. And I say this to Adrian many times. We have a debt of gratitude because there's not many careers where you sign up to run towards danger. It takes something special, a real commitment to community to want to be in policing. I was talking to my friend Al Bowden from the board about how he spent some time at the 911 operations, and I recently visited there as well. And boy, was it busy. That's what you're dealing with every single day. And when I think of 50 years, one word that came to mind was confidence. Confidence because I know whatever challenge arises in one of the busiest regions in the country, we've got the exceptional team here at the Peel Police that will meet that challenge. And I think every decade there's a new challenge. And PRP has always been about solutions, about creativity. And that hasn't changed today. And so whether we're dealing with auto thefts or human trafficking or extortion threats, this is a force that generates new ways to keep us safe. And so I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for the sacrifice that not only the officers make, but your entire families. And we do that memorial run every fall. We've had a number of line of duty deaths. And there's not many careers where there's that type of risk and sacrifice for the betterment of everyone else. And so really at 50 years, it's a big thank you. The other thing I thought about coming here today was the late Bill Davis. He lived at 61 Main Street in Brampton. And Peel Region is part of his legacy. The Peel Police are part of his legacy. He always had that big vision. And I was thinking, what would he think today? Being that driving force behind the creation of Peel Region and the Peel Police. And it brought me back to one of the first meetings I had with Bill Davis. I was in his office in 2014.
to seek his advice. And he, of course, he loves to recount stories. And one of the first stories he recounted is he pulled out his wallet and he put on the table his police badge. And it was old. There was probably dust on it. And it was given to him when he was premier. But the fact that he still carried it decades later showed the remarkable appreciation he had for police in our province. And of course, there's nowhere he was more proud than locally. And so if you look at that original vision, that original design, if he had that type of tremendous confidence and legacy, confidence in the legacy of the Peel Police, for me that spoke volumes. So I hope when we leave here today, we leave with a sense of appreciation and gratitude and excitement for what lies ahead, because this will be the team that continues to keep us safe, to meet whatever challenge arrives, and find solutions to problems that exist anywhere in Canada. So on behalf of the City of Brampton, thank you.